Hey everyone, we've added a new feature to turn off the filter limit values by setting at the instance level. As an administrator, I can now navigate to the system settings and let's search for limit values by. And the default limit values by for filters is a new property that we have added under performance and compatibility section. And the default is set to auto, which means that limit by for the filter columns is turned on by default. Let me go ahead and change it to none, which means that I'm turning off the limit values by for filters for all of my workbooks created at this instance level. Now, the property changes will take a few minutes to get updated in the backend. Now, let's open up a workbook and then see the default behavior of limit values by for filters when this setting is turned off at the instance level. In this workbook, let's start by checking the filter limit values by for the dashboard filters. So I've got product category, which has got three distinct values. And then product subcategory has a distinct value of 17. Now let's go to the properties of the dashboard filters, and you can see that for limit values by, the default value is set to default, which essentially refers to the default value set at the system console, which we have turned off for this instance. Now, choosing a value for product category will not have any impact to product subcategory because product subcategory by default is not limiting the values by product category column. I can override the limit values by for product subcategory column to explicitly limit values based on product category, at which point the product subcategory values is now limited to the value that I select for product category column. Now let's try the same behavior for the top workbook filters. Let's move product subcategory and product category to the top workbook filters. The default value for limit values by is set to default, which in turn refers to this default value set at the filter bar level, which will then refer to the default value set at the system setting by the administrator. I'm going to change the default setting for the entire filter bar. So open up the filter bar menu and then override the default from the current none to auto, at which point limit by values is sort of overriding at the workbook level from what was set at the instance level by the administrator. Let's open up product category, still furniture, and product subcategory is now limited based on the value that the user selected on product category. Let's go ahead and change this to maybe technology, and product subcategory is only showing the technology specific product subcategory values. Limit values by is available as a feature for the administrator to be turned off at the instance level, but still provides the flexibility for author to override it at specific filter scope level within a workbook. Thanks for watching this video.